No, I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, you boys can sit wherever the hell you want to sit. There's no
Shuffle chairs. Was it fucking?
We'll mix it up every week. Keep them guessing.
This is just my chair. I'm sitting here.
So we can sit wherever we want, but Jamie has to sit there.
I'm pulling rank.
Pulled rank.
Pulling rank.
He's the honcho around here.
Honcho, yeah, I changed it.
That's your official title.
I can't believe you saw that within one day.
I was scrolling down to the bottom of the email. I'm like, honcho, what the fuck's that?
Honcho. Because it
looked real Mexican.
I had director of something there.
Director of coaching.
What's a honcho?
I googled it. It's like just the leader. It means leader.
Leader. El Capitan.
El Capitan. So that's what is on my email signature now. Welcome back to the podcast. We are episode 5. We just had Angus Bradley launched we recorded yesterday. We're trying to bank some content for the end of the year, obviously, with Christmas, New Year's. We're also taking a little bit of a break as a team. The first mandated break for the coaches since we've ever started, which I think we're all looking forward to. But this will be episode number 5, and it is a 2021 wrap-up. We're just talking shit about what could have been a terrible year, but I think we fucking swung it in our favour in the last 4, probably end of July, I reckon it shifted.
Wrap, stitch and plug 2021.
Spun it.
Wrapped.
Spanakopita. What the fuck is wrap, stitch and plug?
You don't know my cousin Vlad clearly.
My cousin Vlad.
Nah.
Just
Shout out
wrapping.
my cousin
If we can
Vlad.
get my cousin Vlad on the podcast, that'd be crazy.
we'll get him
Stitching,
on the
plugging,
podcast.
wrapping.
Isn't he from Sydney?
He's from
Yeah.
Sydney, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Wrap
a-
it, stitch it,
plug it,
plug it.
any way you want it. But yeah, we definitely turned it in our favours. I think talking like a real chalk. We've definitely turned 2021 in our favour for sure. Obviously, coming out of 2020 we got we were back open, excited, things were rolling, and then
I think Didier just got a nut warning from Donny.
I just got told off for manspreading.
I was like, I'm talking, and they're both laughing. I'm like, are they laughing at me?
No.
My inner thighs on display.
You got to wear loose shorts.
You got to wear loose shorts
Like this.
and sit them pull them forward
yeah.
a bit.
But
These
yeah,
are
we
short shorts.
definitely.
Cross your legs, Didier.
No. You gotta. You're sitting like you're sitting so your shorts like right up. You gotta like pull the
pull them
shorts
out.
forward
like
man.
this. So they see this space.
Like they look like footy shorts right now.
They're
man.
not very long shorts. We don't have much to work
Come on,
with.
you can work with something.
Okay,
You
let's
can work
try
with
it.
something. Come on, Diddles.
You want a space.
Yeah.
They're long
massive.
ass. What are
They're
you
fucking-
talking about?
Yeah. That's fine.
I think
Just sit.
Didier likes his nuts on display.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
That's way better,
alpha
man.
moves.
That is
Alright.
way better.
If you feel offended by my
Nuts.
inner thigh region, leave a comment.
Big swinging ductors.
They don't call him Big Dick Daddy here for no reason.
Correct.
All right. We've just vulgar start to episode 5, but let's go back. What were you talking about, Charlie?
I was just giving a quick recap. 2020 sucked. I had my brother's wedding at the end of the year, which was awesome. It was back like up and running. Things were like, you were there. Actually, both of you were there. And it was mad. And then we had a good few months, and then the PTSD kicked in again. Danny Boy hopped on the news and told us you're going back in the birdcage. And it was probably, I actually felt better equipped this time handling it. We were also lucky that we were able to train in the gym with the high performance clause, which I think was a big blessing. Legally, might I add. That was, but yeah, it was rough. But now I feel like the momentum is rolling again. So, and we had our comp too. We had our comp in May, and that was a full house down at the old gym.
Yeah, we pumped that.
And then it was like a few weeks later, we were just back into.
It's actually crazy how quickly they did swing around.
Yeah.
In those, yeah. But I agree. I think the turning point for myself was the gym was actually able to run, and we didn't. Like, I get stressed from the back end perspective when I see numbers just fucking plummet when we go into lockdowns. But because we were able to manage training for a good chunk of our clients, because the entry level to a national competition in powerlifting is a fucking joke. So that allows many clients to qualify as a pretty much, if you've ever competed in powerlifting, you're probably at national level by the rankings. Fun
fact, APU has
you were saying
significantly
that.
increased the totals, which is great. Like some weight classes is up like 60 kilos. So it makes, for a lot of people, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get to nationals, which is good. It shouldn't be something you just walk into.
Yeah. It shouldn't be as low as it is.
It's 650 now for 647 and a half, 650 for 105s, which is to get 650, you've got to actually train. I feel
that's where I was before I
a couple of years of powerlifting.
exited.
It took me a fair few comps to get to 650. Like it wasn't just whereas before it was like 570.
Yeah.
Like most people could almost roll up
Yeah.
their first comp and get that.
At a 105. Yeah.
yeah.
So that was good for us because we could manage a decent workload, which kept my stress and anxiety levels at bay. So I think that was part of it. And then also by the end of it, we just fucking cracked the shits with the lockdowns. 18 months of locking down. I think we were sort of over it.
Comparing 2020 to 2021, the fact that you could come here, see a few people train had a big impact on my mental health. And I don't think this lockdown felt anywhere near as difficult as 2020. Because of that reason.
If you want to know how we were feeling in the lockdowns, just go back to the content that we made on YouTube in the the crux. What months were they? Like August,
September
of 2020. Sitting at home, we were.
Even the colours were like depressing.
the whole thing.
I clicked on. I watched one of Charlie's, or not one of the videos. I was sending it to a client or something. About this stack, that core position and the rest, and you look at it and it's like grey, and like you hadn't had a haircut for ages. Well, your beard was like you just like.
Danny boy shut the barbers. Donnie wasn't filming, so I was using my own camera, so that obviously the colours and stuff weren't as good.
Oh, you have a camera, don't you?
The Canon one.
Would that work, Donnie?
The Canon one.
Maybe we
might
have a third camera now. Can we borrow that?
Yeah, we need
a wide shot here, so we don't have to go 2 on 2.
It's at home. Yeah, Deuce and I are barely using it, so we can borrow it for sure. So I had the camera, but also not only that, it was literally drag myself from the living room to the garage. I've got to film something today. I just got out of bed at midday, watched Netflix, because that's what I used to do in lockdown. I used to wake up and sit in bed and watch Netflix, and then drag myself down and try and film something. So just peak.
It was good that we actually just kept fucking going though. We didn't stop.
Without that's what kept me going through it. It gave me some degree of purpose in there. I'm like, I got two options here. It's either like sit here,
full sad sack it,
or give myself some purpose outside of training. And I swear to God, that saved me. I found the second lockdown harder than the first one.
Yeah,
big time.
The first one was far easier because I think I was like an aspiring triathlete for about 5 minutes. But that took up so much of my time.
Oh, the cycling was
bro.
Good.
The cycling,
First lockdown,
the cycling, running, training, and making videos. I was all right. The second one, and it might sound messed up, but it was the second one. Like the fact that we were open, thank God, saving grace. I might sound like a prick when saying this as well, but it was the constant talking about what's going to happen. And the speculation made me miserable. The second one, we're locked down. Are we not locked down? What's going on?
I just
Delta
learned
this, Delta that. I'm like, I can't be fucked.
I learned to just tune it out. I just was nodding and I was just like, the big thing that helped me, and you could probably agree to this as well, was the second lockdown, having the dog.
Yeah, Chili's a weapon.
Yeah, I found having a dog made a world of difference because it was a way for me and Deuce to connect. We'd go to the beach with the dog. In that moment, like your dog doesn't care about what's happening in the world. And in that moment, you're just present with the dog, running around, playing with the ball, whatever. And the first lockdown, 2020, we didn't have Harry. And then this lockdown, it made a big difference.
Yeah,
big difference. Walked in, he and they give you a sense of purpose. Like, I've got to walk this dog.
Yeah.
I've got to do something with him. Like, so it got you out of the house more.
I just remember from the content in that period, someone recognized that you were in Parkdale from a 15-second clip
you riding your bike.
of riding your bike on your street.
The Corso.
Yeah.
We have a stalker.
I think we have a stalker. It's the same guy.
Same guy who ripped me.
That was the piss comment as well.
It's the same piss comment.
And the
guy.
language comment.
We should have drunk piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys on the video.
So if you're watching this,
they
don't
would
tell us to drink piss again.
They know
please.
it. They know it. We've called them out before.
They know.
No, I forgot to tell you guys.
Know.
So after we did the gymnastics video, somebody commented and then deleted their own comment within 30 minutes. I got it though. You're all just a bunch of dumb wogs. You're all just a bunch of Doug Wogs, trash content, and then deleted it. I'd never seen the name before, but obviously it's a silent watcher. But it goes in the mix of some of those trash comments we get, like the Didier comment of
Yeah, so I did a YouTube video and someone was like, great command of the English language. No hint of an accent at all. It's like, motherfucker, I was born here. What do you expect?
trash content.
That's still the best one,
Wogs.
but I think that you're all just a bunch of dumb wogs.
I reckon mine's
just because we're brown. That's fucked.
Mine's the funniest. That's the worst.
No,
though.
yours is easily the best comment.
That's the best, but that's dumb wogs.
I think
what
that's
the fuck is
I
that?
think that's the
Like-
first hate comment
That's
we've
hate,
ever.
that's hate.
That's hate.
Yeah.
Have we copped other hate comments? Because that's proper
We
hate.
haven't.
Nah.
Those comments don't annoy me at all because
I actually enjoy them.
They're funny, yeah.
I find it if you got the time to watch a video that you don't like and comment something about them that is
Negatively.
hateful,
Yeah.
you must be a very sad person.
Big time, yeah.
But also, you're a real big man or woman, because you could be a woman, commenting on YouTube. No profile.
Do race
So-
comments as
Anonymity,
well.
complete
I hope,
anonymity, yeah.
I hope you're happy sitting there in your little dungeon.
Yeah, and if you want to come down, brother.
If you want to dance,
sister.
hey, you want to dance?
We're here. We're here.
Cambo hitting like a lightning bolt.
I'm pretty sure
You're
the
a
bat is
chihuahua.
upstairs. Yeah, you're a chihuahua.
You're a chihuahua.
I'm the supreme leader.
I'm a
Emperor.
hunter.
The chihuahua. That was the bit. When Teofimo was talking, he just goes, "You're a chihuahua."
You're a chihuahua.
Everything he was saying, "You're a chihuahua." I was like, "That's unbelievable."
That's actually so funny. But yeah,
I'm sorry, well, just to interject, we'll keep going on this one. Whoever this guy, it's an insult to chihuahuas to call that person a chihuahua.
Yeah, you're beneath the chihuahua.
actually, this is something that I've
You're
really
a
been.
cockroach.
You're a piece of shit.
I've really been. I've really been running the thought process on this. Why do people insult? Why is being called a dog an insult? Like, because dogs are crazy.
No,
man.
dogs are crazy, but like
I don't understand why it's an insult.
Yeah, I don't. Now that you made me think about it, it is an odd one.
I don't
But
know,
It's
yeah.
like you've dogged me, or you're a dog. That's a dog act.
But dogs are fucking loyal and happy, man.
Dogs are friendly. They care about you. Yeah, It's very strange.
so
Like Otis. Otis is a dog, man. That's not an insult at all.
So much.
Otis is amazing.
Shouts out Otis, Bouz Otis.
Oh, you're copping the Buziotis surname, are we?
Are you
I don't know,
engaged?
it's Nikita's family dog.
Has
But
Nikita agreed on this surname?
no, they haven't.
Nikita's
I don't know.
parents want to call it
I've not
Buziotis.
said it in front of her parents either. Like, yeah.
say it in front of her
You
parents.
just dropped $8,000 on a dog, but it's mine.
I've swallowed it. It's part of my family.
You're a chihuahua.
You're a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Back to YouTube commentator. You're a dog.
I reckon we need to get
Not a dog.
Cambosis recorded. You're a chihuahua
On the we could do that.
Yeah.
On the
thing.
cuck button, next to the cuck
Next
button.
to the cock button. You're a chihuahua.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's go back into the recap though. So content, I think, was a saving grace, but also hiring Donnie, I think, also I felt a breath of fresh air. I made a post about it, but a breath of fresh air when we got
Shouts
Donnie.
out.
Shout out Adonis.
Shouts out Donnie Boo. Get in front of the camera. Flex on him.
the hardest media guy in Australia.
Most jacked
right now.
media guy in
flying
Australia.
around Australia.
Has your media guy ever front kicked someone in the face? I've seen it.
Who'd you front kick?
No comment.
Alright,
It was a
fair
kid, McKinnon kid. Yeah. No, it was from McKinnon, and it was unbelievable.
No.
No, I swear to God.
On
it
the
was,
street.
No, not in the street, in the ring. It was one of the best things
thank
I've
you.
ever seen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This kid was trying to take Anthony's head off, or just swinging, it was sparring, and I just see Anthony front kick straight to the face. It was graceful. So shouts out Donnie B.
Donnie B hits.
Donnie B.
Nah,
Donnie B.
but Donnie, I think Donnie saved me in the second part of this year, building him up. It's been good. It's been
He,
good to watch.
He's flying high now.
He's a high roller.
High roller. Louis V.
Louis
Some
V.
days
Trips to
change.
Bondi, business class. Dom Perignon. only the best for Donnie.
Louis V bracelet.
Never let
actually
that
a-
one down.
Huh?
We'll never let that one down.
I wish I could pull off a bracelet. I couldn't pull off. a
Nah,
bracelet.
only
No
Donnie
way.
can.
It's
Yeah.
all about confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be rocking the Rolex soon, I reckon.
That's his bonus next year, brother.
Yeah.
If we get recognised one more time, baby.
Well, what, you got recognised again today?
Yeah, shouts out Soul Sandwiches. Not by name. They saw the T.
Ah,
Yeah,
gotcha,
they saw the
gotcha.
T. They're like, oh, how'd the collab go? I'm like, it went mad, yeah. No, it didn't go. It didn't go like that. Yeah,
Real staunch.
Yeah, I was like, it went well.
Yeah, went well.
Yeah, we were shocked. I don't know. Should we
Yeah, I
jump a
think
couple
so.
steps
Yeah,
into this?
We're just talking about good shit.
We'll talk about good shit. It's not in chronological order, obviously, but we had the Itch Pig launch yesterday, and it went swimmingly. It was
Far better than
unbelievable.
I expected.
We were scared. I think we were a little bit scared. But then Anthony's like, I think you underestimate Donnie. For those that don't know, Donnie's name is actually Anthony. He goes, I think you underestimate the strength and I don't know the word, but the strength of the community. Like yesterday was ridiculous.
It was pumping.
Ridiculous. I think once it all leveled out, I was like, oh my God, I'm so drained just from the excitement.
It was a lot.
It was massive. So again, thank you.
Thank you to Itch Pig.
Thank you,
Alex,
Itch Pig.
Nate, Jimmy, the team.
But also thank you to the community for, and I said it in a post yesterday, but every time we try, like, it's no secret, we're trying to do some different things that other teams, we feel like that just haven't really, like, who else has done a fucking collab with it? Yeah, a collab with a sick Aussie brand. Like, I just don't, it isn't happening. So when we're trying to do these cool little things, and like, it's been a decision for us to try to build these things up and build our brand to the point where we have these opportunities available to us. Just so happy that Itch Pig sort of fell in our lap just by nature of us sort of connecting. Like, they're just cool people. They're very
I don't
similar.
think anything fell into any lap.
I think it was
but like,
You staunched them.
you staunched them.
yeah,
Hey, you dogs, do a collab with us.
there was a strategy. There was definitely a strategy to what we were doing,
Strategy.
but it just so happened that they were very similar in their approach to what we were. Like,
It was a good fit.
Yeah, it was a really good fit.
Alex said to me last night, he goes, it got to the point where he's like, it's going to be easier to do this collab, even if it doesn't go well, than tell you guys no. So he's
You
like,
couldn't break our heart. Yeah.
Eat a dick.
so
Sucked in.
but they were already talking about the second one.
Yeah, he
Fucking
messaged me today and he said, it won't be the last you're seeing of me. I'll be around more. So he wants to train here, mate. He's telling me he wants to do Saturday sessions.
Yeah, so his blocks run 5 weeks. We've given him a bit of leeway so he can come every 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we get a pizza from Magic Pizza. Shouts out Magic Pizza.
Yeah, Magic Pizza
That is
sorted us out last night as
That
well.
was a
with
delicious pizza.
They're crazy.
Wow.
This is something I haven't actually told you boys. I've actually started a pizza review a la Dave Portnoy. Obviously, he records them. I don't. I'm building a spreadsheet. I've gone through 9 pizzas in the southeast so far.
Which pizza shops have you been to?
All sorts of pizza shops. I even reviewed a crust pizza. Crust Pizza Bentley has been reviewed, which got the average. The average gets 7.3.
Do we have a firm winner so far?
Yeah, Baby Pizza in Richmond got an 8.9.
Oh, yeah.
The polpette was crazy. I would highly recommend going to Baby Pizza and get the beef ragu pasta. The closest thing to my nonna's pasta I've had it since my nonna unfortunately passed away probably 10 years ago now, but maybe more, 13 years ago. Crazy food there. So I highly recommend. Shout out Baby Pizza. But yeah, I've started a pizza review. So Magic Pizza's now in there. But I need to get it fresh because I'm meant to be doing them fresh. So I can't do a pickup. So I've got to go back in there and get it again. Yeah. But it's crazy pizza. Really fucking good pizza. Shout out Magic. 100%. But yeah, thank you to the community. Back looping all the way back around. Thank you to the community for supporting us with these sort of different things that we are trying to do. This podcast is one of them. I would put this as a highlight for sure. Sort of what we've felt with the first 4 episodes now. Again, Angus just went up, but the first 3 episodes really went hard. That first one especially hit hard. And I think it's a cool... I think it's going to do really well. I'm feeling really good about the potty. What about you boys?
I think it's going to be the best
I think,
mode of content that we've got. I'm talking. You interrupted me, all right? Don't interrupt me.
You're a chihuahua.
You're a chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Go on, I'm done now.
No, I thought you were done. I was trying to mix it in like a smooth transition.
No, you got to wait till I fade out, then you fade in.
Fade out.
Yeah.
I can't remember now. You're a
So
chihuahua.
I'll jump in. Yeah, I think the podcast is going to be great because obviously the push with the content is very like personality driven, not taking ourselves too seriously. I think the podcast fits very nicely into that. The overall direction we want to go in.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I was going to say. We have a hypothesis that the podcasts with just us 4 are going to be the best ones.
I don't think that's a hypothesis. I think that is almost the first episode. The first episode of anything, like our first initial YouTube videos when we really re-kicked it with Donnie in the middle of last year, they took off because it's sort of like new and fresh. The first podcast went hard out of the gate, but the second one's catching it, which is a really good sign. So I do believe that the 4 of us we'll probably see better engagement than certain guests.
The winning formula
that we get on. But this is one of the things that we want it to be the four of us more often than not, because I think the organic conversation that our team can have can be both interesting from an educational standpoint, but interesting just from probably we're 20 minutes in and you haven't turned off yet. If you are still listening, well, you wouldn't have heard that if you're not still listening. So
if you're not listening, you're a dog.
If you fucking switch off before 20 minutes,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are doing?
If you think
What
I'm
are
a
doing?
wog that's making trash content, once again, I'm
You're
invited
right.
to come down.
Favorite knockouts. But the podcast studio, I think this is fucking cool. We need to leverage it. Hopefully, continue to leverage it hard into next year.
Can the good people see Ziz right now, Donnie? Is Ziz in frame?
Yeah, he's just not on the wall. I haven't commissioned Rob Smith for another day's work.
Another awesome addition to the podcast room.
Yeah, Amy Morgan's father, Glenn. Actually, Amy Morgan is a long-term client of ours. She's actually just had a baby. Congratulations to Amy Morgan
Congrats.
and Andrew McDonough. Macca. But she's having a break from the gym, obviously. But her dad painted that. We commissioned in-house strength culture, and we love him.
Z's.
R.I.P. He's going to go on that wall, but again, I just haven't got Robbo out of retirement for another day's work.
I was thinking about the Ziz ear, like the Stereosonics, the satchels, the topless, tanned at the like. That's gonna be like an era of when you look back at the late noughties, early tennies.
Tennies.
It'll be
I've
like
never heard someone say tennies.
what is it? What is it?
Tens?
Teens? Maybe?
Teens?
Teens.
Teens, yeah.
Teens.
2010s?
Anyone
maybe?
listening, please let us know what it
I think
is.
it's the 2010s.
But it's like the 70s.
I like the
and
tennies.
tennies. It's the tennies.
Well, now it is.
Tennies. But that's
10,
iconic.
20s on them titties, bitch.
Yeah. It's iconic. The same way you'd look at like the 60s at the Woodstock and Jimi Hendrix. Like,
Oh my God, you just put Jimi Hendrix and Woodstock with shirtless muzzes and staring.
Can we please like draw some type of comparison? Like, fuck me.
that's it, man.
That is unbelievable.
Man, that's the photo.
We got Ziz, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Right there,
Right
side by
there.
side.
They're up there.
Just nudging the Beatles. Just nudging the Beatles, man.
I put Ziz above them all. Above them all.
100%.
No, but it's just I always
my
think of
knowledge
that
got
like
this.
that stereo, the them. It's just
I think
it's an iconic.
for Australia, it definitely
Yeah, it's for
has
Australia.
big impact. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
global, man.
No, but like in terms of like
No, I had to tell my coach who he was.
exactly. Yeah.
I was speaking to my coach about him
How
on
old
the
is he?
phone the other day. He's 2 years older than me.
He's in the
He's like
fucking realm.
he's a like competitive bodybuilder, like the Eric Helms natty bodybuilding.
Like he's
circles.
definitely global, but he's massive in Australia.
That was like the subject matter of our last like coaching block review. I'm like, you heard of Z's, bruh?
I'll send him some videos. Yeah.
I don't know. I go back to the videos and I just can't enjoy them anymore. I almost don't want to watch them.
No,
it's
you got to leave it. It's got to stay in that because you associate it not for the videos but the feelings
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
those videos
At that
created.
time.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
at that
Yeah.
time. It's the
It's
same
what we
reason I
thought.
don't want to go back to
Trash
Ibiza.
content.
You don't want to go back? You're
Nah,
done?
because I had 2 good days there, and I don't think I would like it as much now. And I just
Stereo?
want to. Nah, Ibiza.
Oh,
It's the same.
I would go back.
It's the same idea. Same philosophy.
Every podcast, Charlie has to have a coughing fit. That's a rule.
yeah.
Yeah.
No guests. If you're a potential guest watching this, don't sit there. That speaker's been, that microphone has been
Abused.
violated.
Fucking hell. Well, what else is on the list? I think, we got Didier to full-time hours, but he still likes one shift at Woolies. I don't know why.
Loves
but
it.
he's still
Yeah, a little
Loves
bit
the
of-
discount.
Little bit of pocket money. I actually don't
it's the
shop much at
community.
Woolies. I go to fucking Mark
Coles.
Europa across the street. Heaps.
Okay.
Yeah, big time.
It's because you're just a dumb wog.
Yeah, I pay extra for the same thing.
Do you get
Support
the
local.
octopus? Do you get the
Oh, I
octopus?
love the
octopus is
yeah.
crazy.
Octopus,
Big time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So you don't even shop at Woolies? You just do a Saturday shift?
Every now and then, but at the
Are you a
moment,
manager there?
No, I used to be. Used to be a supervisor, not anymore. But at the moment, I take off that many Saturdays. It's like 2 a month, maybe. Once a fortnight, pretty much.
Why haven't they sacked you?
I'm casual, so you can just fucking do what you want. Yeah. And I've been there for so long. Like, yeah, my manager's nice. Yeah.
Do what you want.
Just do what you want. Yeah. Fair enough then. Yeah, but we got Didier in April. I was looking back on my phone, which is pretty cool. We obviously brought Bouz, Donnie on, which has been a big step. And now I think the discussion is what's the next move for the team.
Well, actually, another one. So Did's got his Sports Nutrition Australia accreditation.
Yeah.
Bouz and I are probably 4 weeks off getting that.
Yeah, so with all the lockdowns, the boys did a lot of YouTube and stuff like that. That was what kind of filled me in that second lockdown. We were standing in the old gym. We'd given out all the equipment again or whatever we did.
Yeah, you signed up. I cried and then you signed up.
And then I was literally like, I've got to do something. I didn't know research, no thought. I bought it. I transferred the money across, just jumped in because I was like, I've got to do something this next lockdown. And I did it. Yeah, we did it.
Which means all 3 of us will be accredited sports nutritionists.
Yeah, so if you listen to this and you want to get shredded.
You want to get shredded.
You want to build a beach. What is it?
You want to build a beach body chicks guy and that's for. You give us our bell.
Yeah.
We'll slide in the DM.
That is good though, because it opens up doors for us, especially next year with from a content perspective and just a discussion perspective.
Get ready.
We can be more open about all that sort of stuff, because it is something that we want to do, something that we want to move forward with for sure. And then, as I was saying, it sort of builds into like the next move. Like, do we hire a new coach? If you're a young coach out there, maybe we might.
Have you had someone apply anytime recently? Because remember back in the day, you used to get people just complete random flat out, just like apply.
They still come in.
Roll in.
Didier and I manifested our positions.
Yeah,
that was big.
Thoughts become things. Real Kai Green spec.
Yeah.
Cantaloupes.
When I started training, I was like, I remember getting home one day and I go to Mum, I'm like, I'm getting a job there, and she's like, what? No, I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm getting a job there. She's like, has he said anything to you? I'm like, no, but I'm getting a job there.
Yeah, crazy.
And then it happened. And the same thing with Didier.
You guys went to Bali. And then Jamie was like, "Oh, do you want to cover 8 days for us while we're away?" I just finished the internship, bender. Or maybe I was just about to finish the internship. Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, sounds good."
I remember I was walking up the stairs and I just said it in a passing comment.
Yeah,
just threw it down.
That was the shifts. That was a permanent shift.
Was it?
You messaged me about the Bali. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, it sounds good. And I remember I was finished a Woolly shift. I was in car park. I was like, yes, fucking oath, yes. Bit tired, bit how you going? Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
That's it. Yeah.
Manifestors, fist bumps. Wish you were next to me right now, Didier.
But someone took my spot. Yeah. If you don't like this layout, you prefer me back over with Bootsy Otis, let us know.
Bootsy Otis.
Between two chocks.
But yeah, I think the biggest thing, like even with the interns, like we get a bunch of intern applications just throughout the year. Obviously, a lot of them coincide with the uni. But if you do follow our content and you want to intern here, the easiest way to pretty much guarantee your spot is just sign up. Like there's a bunch of people. It's very competitive. We do want to run more, and it's going to become more of a regular thing. But that's just how these two boys got their jobs here.
It always was. Just COVID.
I didn't intern.
Exactly.
I didn't intern.
Yeah,
I
but you were in the gym.
Manifest.
You were fucking a member.
Manifest. The only way to get a job here. The only way to get. Forget what Jamie's saying. The only way to get a job here is to manifest it.
But
that's the only way.
I didn't manifest anything.
No.
Yeah, you were just there.
I was just there. No, but Jamie and I wanted to.
I didn't even want to do it.
Do you want to talk about just? We may as well just fucking talk about it. When I was in America and I was like, Charlie, I think we're gonna start a gym, and you're like, oh, what
manifesting?
What happens? Like, what do we do? But I'm like, we need a space, find a factory, and then we have Wilco. Shout out Wilco, one of probably the longest term other than Lucy Amon
and Paul.
And Paul Antoniadis, sorry. Also, congratulations, Paul. Engagement. Congratulations,
Congrats.
Man.
Big hustler.
Big hustler. We spoke to Wilco and he's like, yeah, my family owns a factory or something.
Yeah, it was his dad's factory or something, but they had a squatter in there.
No, he had a boat in there and a squatter. And I'm like, Charlie. Rolly, his name was. I'm like, Charlie, just fucking kick this guy out. Go there and kick him out. And Wilco's like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that easy, man. And then I remember I was still in America and then you went in with a car or something and drove past.
We drove past and had a look and he came out. I can't remember if it was
the squatter came out.
The squatter came out.
He came out, just had a sus of him, Dero, speed dealer's mullet, like bit
Didn't he have a tattoo up his neck that wrapped around his face? Like
full Dero.
It sort of like swooped over his shoulders and neck and then...
I can't remember.
I remember Wilco saying that there's this tattoo that like wraps around it from the base of his neck around.
He looks like a Dero, like a proper Dero. And then we were going to get someone to pay him a visit, and then we were like, yeah, it's probably not the best idea.
Wilco's like, I don't want my factory to be burnt down.
So, no, but Wilco was keen for it. But then I I was.
Everyone's keen
No,
for
he
it at the
wanted
start.
because I remember he was saying just let me get my boat out first because they
Yeah.
have their fucking boat in there. Yeah.
So he was keen for it, but then we were like, our dilemma was not whether it was right or wrong. It was more, if we do get him out, and then we're training clients there, and they rock up again, like this squatter rocks up. So anyway, we
Decided against it.
we had the devil, the angel won in the end.
Wait, I just want to know after, but maybe off air, what your definition of sorting it out.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's an
I'll
off-air.
tell
That's an
you-
off-air discussion.
I'll tell you off
Contract.
because I don't want to. There's
Contracted out.
no.
Yeah, I
I'll
get
tell
that,
you.
but
I'll tell you
Not
off
like
air.
murder him. No.
Of course,
That's where you-
murder.
No.
I think it was more.
More standover.
Yeah, just
like
standover.
standover or
Standover
handover.
technique.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off air because I want to tell you the story properly. Because you'll find us so funny.
Again.
So again,
only
if
fans.
you're YouTube commenting, calling us wogs, listen, Charlie's got a way to sort it out.
But that's So Rolly. And anyway, Wilco has since then he went through the law enforcement. They got it done
took
properly.
months.
But
It
it
took ages.
was a big shock to us to find out that squatters have rights, and to get them out is not that easy.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I'm hot as.
You're hot as nuts.
I'm sweating, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't a hoodie still. I was going to take it off, but anyway, I left it on. Whatever.
You're a chill dude, aren't you? Chill
I'm,
dude.
I'm just kicking it. Squatters have rights, and it took a lot more effort to get them out, like legally, which just
It's crazy.
amazes me. Because so anyway, that didn't happen. Whatever, Wilco got it out in the end. But then you being impulsive, just started looking at factories. So we looked at a couple. I remember we went to a couple that were crap.
That was so small.
Small and just crap, dingy. And then that one popped up, the first one we're at, and you just did it.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from you at the end of I played footy. Got a call from you about I've got this Connection Iron Edge. They're giving me 40% off equipment, and you just dropped 20 grand on equipment.
That was within 12 hours of getting off the plane. We just went hard.
Yeah,
We went fucking hard.
I
Hard from
like
the
that.
start.
That's like they're going out of business.
Yeah, just fell
And
in
that we're
fell in
going
the
out.
pocket.
Yeah.
But then also the next year, so 12 months in, I went to Europe for 4 weeks. I had already organised that trip, and I think Jamie was on the verge of thinking I'm going to have
was
to
done.
shut the gym.
Sold the gym. I was over it. 12 months in. 40% of our clients went to Europe in one fucking hit. And I was like,
Oh,
all right.
my God.
Everyone went to Europe.
Because our clientele was all like 24 to 27-year-old people.
No, younger, I reckon. We were 23, so there would have been. Everyone was between 20 to 25, and they would just all go on
Yeah,
holidays.
just go to Europe. And 40% of our membership. I remember I had the list. The list was, your mum has the list somewhere. She took a photo of it.
Does she?
The list was fucking ginormous. It was like,
It was
these are
big.
everyone in Europe. There's more strength culture members in Europe than there are in Melbourne.
And you were by yourself, so you didn't have me because I
Yeah.
was in Europe as
Yeah, and
well.
I did every shift.
Yeah, you was
I
depressed.
did every shift and I managed every client. No,
That's called grinding.
No, thank you.
Grinding.
No, thank you.
Grind set.
But grind set, yeah. But then there was the move this year, and I was trying to buy the previous warehouse that we were at. The reason it got into it, like we sort of got caught without many options. Thankfully, we found this place, but we tried to buy the previous one, and John Lawson, the real estate agent, he threatened to put lawyers onto me for blackmailing his client for offering her money so that I didn't have to sign the contract again to rent it or whatever. It just turned into a fucking... I was so stressed when I was getting all these phone calls like, oh, lawyers are coming for you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Where are they? Where are they?
Yeah, we've got a guy that sorts it out.
We got it. And then, but it was funny that's how it all sort of ended, because when it started as well, he was a bit of a standover individual.
I still never met him.
You never met him?
No, I never met him because every time you went with your dad or he was on the phone and every time he came to the gym, I was just never there, and I never got to put a face to the name because I'd only heard bad things about him, and not through you, but even other people. Anyone we had met that had dealt with John Lawson had nothing nice to say.
Nah.
So.
But yeah, it got very stressful there at the end. But thankfully we found...
Maybe he's the YouTube commenter.
Maybe he
Yeah,
is.
John Lawson.
Big time, for sure.
Come on down.
I don't think he knows how to use a computer, man. He sent me the wrong contract. He sent me... I was like, oh, I'm trying to get 18477 Warrigal Road. He's like, yeah, no worries, man. He sent me this fucking thing from Cheltenham. I was like, mate, what is this? And then he sent me the new one, and it had like 7 pages missing. And I was like, man, what are you doing? I was like, can I deal with someone else? And then I had to deal with the other person. And then he yelled at me in the office. It's the first time I've ever seen my old man get angry. My old man just stood up for me. He's like, this is my son. He's trying to fucking do something with his life. You're telling him blah, blah, blah. And John's like, I was a Vietnam War veteran. I'm like, what is
Robbo Smith lost it.
This is the other factory.
Yeah, this was when we first started. I was 23.
Oh,
my
first
old
started.
man. Like,
Okay.
you've all met my old man.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah,
listening
yeah.
probably like,
No,
he's
it's
the
kick back.
He's the coolest cat you'll meet. Yeah.
He
Cool
doesn't
cat,
give a
yeah.
shit.
There's only
He's copped it.
This is, we're talking about the gyms trying to do stuff that other gyms aren't doing, collabs, this, that. Now we're starting beef with real estate agents.
Real estate agents, yeah. I think he's actually out of the game now. I think
Good.
he's done.
yeah, good.
Yeah, we'll get him back in just to finish him.
Sort him out.
But yeah, I think this move as well is probably the biggest. I think that's the biggest positive. Move into this new facility, which has been awesomely received. I don't even know how to have the vocab there to sort that sentence out, but received really well. And I'm excited for next year, like running comps, like something that we've been discussing, how we're going to try to increase production value of competitions here in Australia. It's something that we do want to do. Our first one will be, they probably will make them a little bit more expensive. I think we can control the price of our entries to strength culture comps next year. We probably will put a little slightly higher price tag on it, may even increase the price of admission for spectators. But we want to make it cool.
Yeah.
And we've got some connections now. Sauce sandwich shops. We got
Each pig.
Monster, Itch Pig. We could probably do some cool shit in the
Magic Pizza.
Magic Pizza as well.
I think it's probably, to say we're not just raising the prices to raise the prices. Like, it's going to be an experience for everyone that comes down, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, from not only being in the gym, but the production value. No doubt Donnie will make an after movie.
Eric
There'll
Rodgick
be
wants us
flicks.
to stream on Twitch. He reckons people will throw donations in. So maybe we might have to start a Twitch channel.
Bouz on the decks.
Yeah, I'll be
Playing
twisting knobs. No, I'm going to coach. I want to be there.
They're coaching.
Proper powerlifter
I'm a
coach.
powerlifter now.
Powerlifter
Powerlifter.
coach.
Powerlifter coach.
Powerlifter
You actually are, though. You've got proper powerlifting.
Yeah, big
clients.
time.
Powerlifters. Yeah.
Cam
Yeah.
is moving.
Moving.
Well, whilst we're at it, let's do a little client recap because something we want to do whenever the four of us are on here, just spin a little congratulations to some clients that are rocking it at the moment. Didier, who were you going to throw in?
I'm going to shout out Angus Miranda. A few months ago, she's
crushing it.
She's crushing it. A few months ago, she failed 102, which was disappointing at her kind of mock meet we had. Squat. And then yesterday, she squatted 91 for 6. So well on the way to a 100 plus squat. Killing her training at the moment. Very well
She
done.
squatted a single above 102 as well, didn't she?
She hasn't done that yet. She's deadlifted above that, but it'll happen in no time. For
Yeah,
sure.
92 for 6, 100%. She's also quite a smaller female.
Yeah, and then she weighs about 52, 53.
Yeah.
So that's massive. for
Yeah,
sure.
massive. Eric Rodgick competed on the weekend and pulled a huge deadlift PR, 290. Shouts out to Eric. He's also now recovering from a small surgery, but he's back. He's only got 2 weeks off, not from the competition. The surgery, something unrelated. So hopefully you're recovering well. I know you are because you messaged me yesterday. But also congratulations on the 290 deadlift, man. Well done.
Huge.
Key for next year, and we're gonna set up that Twitch channel, and you're gonna help us grow it, man. Charles.
Growth.
My shout out to my client is Despina Niakos.
Niakos?
You're the worst Greek ever.
Butchered the
Charlie, you
name
just
there.
that was
I got
not good.
nervous. Flustered. No, but she has been awesome. So she signed up, was a little bit apprehensive at the start because she had some back issues, was quite hesitant to put like even 40 kilos on the bar and deadlift. Now she is deadlifting 105 kg for 4 reps. She did last week. Probably going to deadlift over 120 at her first comp that she's doing Apex in February. She also was adherent to a cut where we dropped 5 kilos. And I actually pushed her pretty hard that last 2 weeks. Me and Bouz were in this mindset.
going
We're like,
hard.
we're gonna make our clients grind. So I dropped her cals for 2 weeks. I said, and I told her it's gonna be 2 weeks.
You guys are qualified, yeah?
Yeah. Rise, grind, progress.
Repeat.
But anyway,
That's it.
she did super well with that. She adhered to that. She's got her first powerlifting comp. She's crushing squats, crushing bench. Has
Crushing
gotten
a lot.
gotten significantly stronger, more confident in her body, more confident in herself, and she got leaner in the process.
She's a part of the community here.
And she showed, she's always here. You see,
always
she's one of those clients that you see all the time. She's become really good friends with a lot of the girls. And that's the other thing I was going to mention is that Dids and I, the first two clients we mentioned, females. The female community at the moment is probably thriving and the most it has been ever.
Big time.
Big time.
There was a point for years where it was just blokes in the gym. And
Like
now you come and there's just girls.
Some nights
everywhere.
there'd be like 21 people and one female.
Yeah. Whereas now, like, you come some nights and it's literally like 3/4 are girls.
Yeah.
So it's good. So
It actually has shifted a lot. And there's been some decisions as to how that's happened. But having Anthea and Mona on board as well, the Thrive girls, Thrive Stronger, is also a massive positive that has happened this year.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to only continue to grow and develop. The two of us, like the two brands, I think are going to really leverage each other really well. So something
100%.
else, that's a big win for the community.
100%. Sweet.
Bros.
My client, just continuing on the theme of girl power this week, is Vivienne Duong. She came in with a previous PR deadlift of 110 for 1 rep, and she's just knocked out 120 for 4.
Woo,
Space
huge.
of like 4 blocks or something like that.
Easy.
Been attacking training. I know she's got a busy work schedule as well, but the way she attacks it, she thinks about it, just goes ahead. It's a privilege to work with people like that. I'm going to add a bonus one as well, not on the theme of girl power. Dylan Gall, runner, overall weapon.
Monster.
I think
runner.
is doing great things in Wollongong. So respect to Active Boys Run Club. I think it's cool to see people that have come through education streams. Jamie's done in the coach development course and absolutely kill it in exercise and fitness as a whole. So shouts out to him for killing it with that, and also killing the shit out of a 10K PB.
Killing the shit.
Killing the shit. Yeah, he ran 10Ks in 35 minutes.
Yeah,
and
he's a
the
monster.
entire time.
And he's
Through
jacked.
uni, he's jacked. He sent me a photo. He's like, these RDLs are doing something. And you just see like hamstring bicep, like it's unreal. So he's killing that. The entire time he's been running like 70, 80 Ks a week and lifting 3 times a week. So if you're running and you're not lifting, chat to Dylan Gall
Chat to
because
Dylan.
he's a monster.
He's
a monster. So credit to
There's
him.
a photo of him where he's because he's all tatted up as well. He's got long hair
yeah.
now, and I think he may have always had long hair, but he's got longish hair.
He's got a mullet.
Yeah, is it a mullet? Yeah. I've only seen it with a hat on, but he's got the mullet rocking, and he's tatted up. But he just looks like a thick runner.
Yeah,
like
he's jacked.
Yeah,
He's so funny. He tells me, he's like, so we've got the Active Boys Run Club. It's boys and girls, obviously, but he's like, he's got that crew that comes up and everyone's tatted. Like, everyone's fully tatted.
And they all wear full black.
And they all wear full black.
Yeah,
and
it's actually
like, you think of what a run usually is. Like, it's I'm not going to put a name like or a word on it, but it's a run. Like, it's a fun run or a competition. And then you just see all these guys in full black, tatted head to toe, just roll up and like.
And they get ice long blacks at the end of it.
Yeah, ice long blacks.
Yeah, that's how they wrap it up.
Oh, it's unreal.
And they run, man. It's a proper.
There's some
Is that
weapons.
in
It's on Wollongong, I think.
Wollongong?
Wollongong,
Yeah.
yeah. The gong represent.
The gong.
Wollongong.
The ABRC.
Jamie and I went up to Wollongong.
Did we?
Stayed at Joey's and Guineas.
Oh, Joey
Back in the
Zingani. What a
day.
weapon.
Big shout out to Joey. Actually, Joey was one of the first people that really helped me with my nutrition back in the day.
He was
So
your first nutrition coach.
He was
Taught you a lot.
taught me a lot. So I got to thank him for that. Hopefully he's listening to this.
Joey.
And a big shout out because I know he will be listening and he'll get one every week. Jeremy Bouz, just
Yeah, so what's going on with these RDLs, boys?
mate, 220.
Someone talk us through what has transpired, because even I don't know if anyone saw Angus' post yesterday. It's like the gym was thumping and everyone trains their RDLs proper. Like that was his take of Melbourne strength culture.
That's the best compliment we've ever got.
Yeah, what is going on with these bloody RDLs?
So there was some stories made a little while ago. People talking about RDLing 200. Bouz was mentioned. Cam was mentioned. Jeremy was getting in there. Doing more of a bodybuilding type training at the moment. Not really using the barbell. And naturally, my ego took a hit. I was like, what's going on here? I thought, nah, Didier, settle down. Put the ego aside. Let them go after it. Then one session, Jeremy was doing 200 for 6. I just jumped in 200 for 7. I'm like crazy. Still got it. Then, dude, I haven't done RDLs for fucking like a year.
no
plus.
warm up.
Nah, I warmed up.
Oh,
I
yeah,
warmed
warmed
up. Fuck.
Warmed up.
And then Bouz was saying he's going to try to do 220 for 6 because Jeremy's done 220 for 5.9. I said, I'll warm up. If it feels good, I'll do it. And it felt good. And so I did it. So Jeremy, thank you. But obviously I'm talking shit, but I really have to thank Jeremy. And I think he's doing favors for our whole community and
the
just
posterior
the
chains of
wider
strength
community,
culture.
because he's just showing what's capable, and I didn't think I could do that if it wasn't for him, and he's set the standard for us to all follow, and I think it's great. Us all kind of going back and forth, pushing each other. We all rise together.
Yep. I think it all stemmed from the whole, like the RDLs and the split squats now has just stemmed from that everything should be treated as a main lift.
Everything's a main lift. Yeah,
That's it. I think we spoke about it in the first or the second, and it's like, we'll talk about training. We'll talk about training. Yeah, why not? So it's like, I don't know. I feel you guys have probably seen it. People that just hammer SBD end up sort of like maxing out the skill development side of things like fairly early on, and then it's like the limiting factor becomes them getting more jacked. And just overall getting everything stronger. So I think that came from that. It's like, it's almost the name of an accessory is sort of a shame to be calling it an accessory, because then it gets treated as such. So that's what kicked it off. But yeah, long story short, I started pushing my RDLs and I got my ass smacked yesterday.
Hey, but shout out though, Bouz has been pushing some lifts that would generally be seen as accessories.
Don't throw me a bone.
I'm throwing a bone. I'm throwing a bone.
I don't want the bone.
Bouz did.
dog, though.
I don't want the bone.
Bouz did dumbbell Bulgarian RDL, dumbbell.
Yeah, all of a
Bulgarians
sudden, Bouz is
with 62.
the dumbbell
62 a hand.
split
That's
squat
proper.
godfather of
So
Australia.
Bouz, we know what happened with 220.
Has your
We're not gonna talk about
engagement
it, but
from a social media perspective ever been higher than when you've been on a dumbbell, two dumbbell
Never.
Bulgarian?
Never.
Tear.
So it's so funny. I showed
And
it to
HP.
Anthony the other day. Literally, the split squats and RDLs, whereas the split squats, it went on the explore page,
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
and I ended
That's
up
when you know you're posting good Instagram
I
content.
ended up getting 20 followers
yeah,
from a split squat video.
yeah, fucking no.
Just
That's mad.
just shot out. So it's just, if anyone has
also,
got into training SBD to just be an IG hero, don't worry about SBD, brother. Get on the
been
split
there,
squats.
done that.
Yeah, been
Someone else was saying, Angus was saying split squats do well for his page as well. Maybe split squats are the answer.
split
Fitness
squats,
content.
split squats and RDLs. They
It's
have
just different because no one pushes it. So when you see someone push an RDL or push a split squat, it's like, hang on, what's going on
I
here?
got RDLs.
I
this week,
genuinely
session
think.
4.
Yeah, you got to smack 200 on there.
I got top set of 6. I haven't
You
done
got a top set of RDLs.
Yeah,
Crazy.
6
That's
and then
mad.
2 sets of 8. So I haven't actually done them because last week in Sydney I didn't do any training. I just wanted to enjoy my holiday. The week before went to Sydney, so I missed session 4. So this will be the first time I do session 4. So 200 for 6.
I really want to see you smack RDLs.
250.
I reckon you'll do. I reckon
Straps or no straps?
no straps.
You've
Straps.
sumoed
Yeah,
and
yeah.
conventional more than me, so you got no excuse.
I reckon that's what I want to see. I reckon that'll be exciting.
Big time.
See that, because
Saturday.
I've seen you push.
Oh,
what
no,
was it?
it's
Bulgarians?
Christmas.
Was it Bulgarians?
He pushed some heavy Bulgarians at once.
You're doing
That's
like
it.
three plate
I
Bulgarians?
did 140 kg reverse lunges.
Reverse lunges. That's it.
But and we'll talk about this, bit of a quick spike in the workload, so my knees
Yeah.
were fucked.
We got it was
Good old
it
low
was
management.
About a year
yeah.
after.
It was
So-
mega excitement. It's
Yeah.
like no. I'm pushing I'm pushing reverse lunges, and within like
2 weeks.
you'd never gone heavier than 70, and then within like 3 weeks, you're at 140 on reverse lunges.
So and I was slamming. We just got in the belt squats. So I was slamming belt squats, and my knees just took it. And that was so. Anyway, I probably want to be a bit smarter about that next time.
Your
but
knees are always on the brink, though, aren't they?
they're good at the
They're
moment.
sort of always there.
No, the patella tendon's good. Quad tendon is a bit how you going at the moment, but I've managed it. I've figured it out.
Yeah, don't train when in Sydney.
Don't
Full
train.
week off last week, all sweet.
I got one more question regarding the RDLs, because obviously you've been bodybuilding and in a pretty decent cut the last, who knows, 12 months.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how I can wrap up the 12 months in a sentence. Could you pull a PR within 5 weeks?
I honestly think I could.
What is your PR?
268? But I haven't
268.
trained deadlifts for like
For 2
over a year.
years, yeah.
But I honestly think just getting stronger at like I'd never, like Charlie used to coach me. I used to do deadlifts for the posterior chain. I do deadlifts, and that was about it. So I got a pretty big deadlift just deadlifting. I maxed out the technical skill development. Never really pushed RDLs. Never really pushed hip thrusts. I'm doing all that now. Pushing hamstring curls. I think all that started to pay off. And surprise, surprise, you come back, load an RDL up. Oh, probably got a bit more of a developed posterior chain in the past. So I honestly think if I did 5 weeks, I'd pull over 270.
I would love to see
When
that.
is the
That's what I'm
barbell back in your hands?
Sometime next year.
Give us
I reckon
What's the fucking time frame?
I reckon mid next year will be bodybuilding with barbells included.
Yeah, like slow introduction.
Yeah. So because when I get
Arnold building.
otherwise I'll
Power
get back
building.
and just be really all over the shop. More so with squats. With deadlifts, I'll be fine. But if I don't low bar for ages and try to go heavy, my
it's
shoulders
not
will be
worth it.
cooked. Yeah, so I'll sprinkle them in. Let's a little bit, just so we're ready.
I really want to just split squat for ages and then just low bar max out, but I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
I reckon I'd be willing to be the test case. That,
I reckon-
that muscle moves weight.
Maybe we've all got to
Muscle
start,
moves weight. There's no
we've all
test
gotta-
case for it. Muscle moves
We've
weight.
all got to start coaching
No,
ourselves
but
soon.
but muscle really moves weight.
I 100%. I've wanted to. I'm not going to do it anytime soon because I'm much better with a coach. But I've just thought about just the experimenting side of things.
Yeah, but surely your
Like,
coach will allow you to.
Oh no, he's very open.
Hey
very
man, I
open.
want to. Well, you were talking about doing dips next or something. What was it?
It was
dumbbell presses.
It was dumbbell presses, and I'm gonna ab roll out.
Ab wheel, standing ab
We're
roll.
going hard. Standing ab wheels, yeah.
I got Paul Fricky on the dips, and I was watching his update today, and I was like, I want to bring back dips.
Yeah,
That was
I
fun.
wanna
You can
bring
do
him
them
back as
You can
well.
do them really well on the pity.
The old squat.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones when we used to train 16 fitness first. You bench into dips. It was the standard. So I'd like to.
I
dip
ran
again.
dips for about 6 weeks last year.
When I could do weighted dips, that was a big achievement because I always sucked at dips. So to do them weighted was huge. And then I stopped because it wasn't that fun.
But I really like. I don't know. It's so funny. I really like the old. It just makes it. I don't know. It's almost what we were talking about yesterday. It's like, you can go too far reductions with it all and like too far in the weeds. I really liked the thought. I don't know. Maybe it's just like romanticizing it, but the old school elite FTS. Like the Dave Tate and shit like that. It's like, well, your bench press sucks. You got to build those triceps, and it's just like
there's something to it.
that. Yeah, no, 100%.
There's
It's like
something to it.
deadlift. You got weak strings. Just smack GHD and leg curl.
You won't-
like that. Like that was literally it. And I'm like, that just sounds so mad. Like
You
but
don't
it's
see
not.
big benches that don't look like they bench a lot.
Yeah.
Like, with sumo, leverages, deadlifts a bit different, but if you have a big bench, you look like you lift. It's
100%.
no secret.
Someone-
Dave B is fucking ginormous.
Man,
no shitty
Sean
benches over 200.
Noriega is a sneaky, fucking jacked individual.
Yeah.
Monster. Some of the photos he's been putting up, and his
He's
big
jacked.
thing at the moment is lateral flies.
He loves them.
I swear to God, he's just feeding his
Hey,
clients
you watched the
lateral
podcast.
flies.
You watched the podcast, didn't you?
Lateral raises.
Lateral raises.
Found out about Paulie B.
But
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Sure.
skill development, no shit, but then it's push your
no,
accessories.
jacked. It's jacked.
Push your accessories.
But he's
getting
talked
jacked.
about that a lot. Like how he's used the belt squat, how he's used RDLs, all these other, how he's prioritized, building the upper body to help him get stronger. Surprise, surprise.
Well, I for the first time ever in 2 years, I actually feel my bench is moving, and I will hit a PR. I benched 10 kilos under my best ever the other 2 weeks just before Sydney, easy. And we're not even a very bench specific block, but I've been slamming the incline press and pec flies
That incline
hard.
press is unreal.
And I've said to Bryce, that thing just stays in my program. Just leave it in
Pec
3 to
deck?
4 sets, or both of them.
Both of them,
Just
yeah.
leave them in there. I don't want them gone. Like even in a peaking block.
What are you
I want
hitting on the incline?
I got to 3 plates for sets of 10.
Yeah.
But I've gone up to sets of 12 now, and I've stripped it back to 2.5. 2.5 plates. Just because you can get a bit ahead of you, so stuff. So I've
You
been,
can, yeah. You
I've
don't
been-
want to arch. You want to get
yeah.
that a little bit of that
Solid-
reach in.
solid
I've been
range.
keeping the tempo and
just-
pausing, and yeah.
It almost teaches you to keep pushing because
Yeah.
it just gets harder and harder and harder and harder to lock out.
It's
I actually really like the curve of it.
yeah.
I think it's unreal.
And the pec deck too.
the pec deck, you just get a fucking
Crazy.
pump, man.
Amazing.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing the pec deck. I reach out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, right at the end as well. If you
Man.
because you're just trying to bring the fucking.
I've
uterus together.
stopped thinking reach out.
No, you don't like
the
it.
reach out. I feel like it. Like that reach out rather than buys to chest.
Bias the chest. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just
bias
trying
to
to
chest
whatever
more.
you
You can overdo
need
it.
to
Yeah,
You can
'cause I
overdo
was
it.
thinking hands.
Yeah.
I was thinking hands more, and I try to reach, and I just feel like I couldn't.
Yeah, you hollow
It
out.
just was. Yeah, exactly.
The old sternum.
Yeah,
pump
sternum
down.
dip,
Yeah,
so
you
instead
don't want
it was-
that pump down, man. Pump handle down. You
you want the pump handle up. Oh
want the pump handle stationary. You want if the pump handle's moving, we can get into biomechanics. But if the pump handle moves, the pecs
No,
aren't.
let's not.
So you want the pump handle
much.
stationary.
Stationary.
Move around the pump
All
handle.
this pump handle. I just think about pectorals, just bicep,
Pump
chest.
handle this.
Biceps, chest. Yeah.
Pump.
No, 100%. Yeah, bodybuilding is it's something that JPS have definitely, I think, been at the forefront in Australian powerlifting anyway, pushing it because
Yeah,
obviously they're just jacked.
Yeah.
Sam Skeppers as well got
There's-
fucking shredded.
There's been years where JPS has won or podiumed every fucking weight class. And it's shit, they're all jacked.
They're all jacked.
Work
Yeah.
it out, guys. It matters. Muscle matters.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, get jacked and learn to eat. Like I think that's the other.
And that's why, like, a few people ask me, "Oh, you still powerlifting?" And like, that's my ultimate goal. But I want to come back to powerlifting more.
But
jacked.
I also
my
think
ultimate goal.
a lot of you, I, him, you're coming back sort of, but it's like training's our lot. Like we're always looking a little bit more on the bigger picture, sustainability, enjoyment
Long-term,
of training.
yeah.
A lot of powerlifters, they get hooked because it is addictive at the start. The progression, they do their first comp, PRs, but they
Second
just want,
comp, PRs again.
PRs, third comp, PRs. They just want to get. Whereas like you and I have. Even you dwindle in and out pure from enjoyment. You want to do a bit of powerlifting, but it's like we see the bigger picture.
Yeah,
But I think
we're happy to get away from the barbell.
Yeah, but I never think that like the dwindling in and out for me is a detriment.
No, it's
because
not.
it's a lot. I think it's the more I think about it, it's like right, you can think jack of all trades, master of none. But for me, by prolonging enjoyment by shifting things, my baseline will only go like
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially
And
the
that
way
for
you
me-
train fucking hard.
And
Like, it
that's-
doesn't matter what the
As always, that's
I don't think it does.
that's
it
the
doesn't
main
matter.
ingredient.
Whether you're on
Yeah.
the bike, swimming and fucking running, you were training hard,
Yeah.
or if it's now slamming RDLs and split squats, all that powerlifting peak you did.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Doesn't really matter what the domain is.
No.
Hard training's hard training.
Hard training's hard training. What it does for psyche as well as physiologically is like I don't think it's ever a detriment, and it will. I don't see, and I think the second you see it as a detriment, you're
behind.
BPS in it. The second you see it as a detriment, I think you're going to be in strife.
You've
Like, that's-
psychosocialed yourself out of it.
Exactly.
Definitely
So-
from some of the like the bodybuilding training I've done, like the really high rep sets combined with low calories. Like I think I've developed just a
Mongrel.
grunt that there wasn't
Yeah.
there before.
Mongrel.
I just never was in those situations, feeling that burn, but still working through it. So it's only going to be useful coming back to fucking powerlifting.
You know what?
I can't wait for you to get a barbell back in your hands. man.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
When are
it.
you back in a fucking surplus as well?
And Jamie said before, he's been cutting for 12 months. It has been like cut. We've had periods of maintenance.
You've been cutting
and
for 12
drop
months,
down,
man. You've been cutting for 12 months.
We
Shut
haven't
the
been
fuck
cutting.
up.
We
You've been
haven't
cutting for
been
12
in a
months.
for 12 months.
You
We
haven't
been cutting
eaten
for 12 months.
anything other than yogurt and wheat bix for fucking.
I don't want to
wanna
yogurt
see
Wheat Bix.
Get by 50 bagels.
No,
Go on
we're
that
not.
Eric
All I'm doing
Bouz.
is upping the Wheat Bix content, going from 6 to
Sardines.
12.
Oh, big boy. How many wheat bix?
Didier,
I have 6, yeah.
I can confidently say there's only one other person that I know that loves sardines as much as
We're
I do.
united by our love of
It's
tin
Didier.
fish.
Didier. He comes in when I'm eating sardines. He grabs a fork and takes one.
Yeah, big time. I
From
love
my
them.
can.
Love them.
Brothers in sardines.
Yeah, we are dirty wogs, or whoever the fuck they said. We are dumb wogs. We love our
Love
sardines.
sardine breath.
I wonder
But
if
again, one more invite. Come on down.
Come on down. I think we'll wrap it up there. We're
I just
done.
wanted to put
But, all right.
one thing I hate, and talking about the training thing before, is when powerlifters do sets of 8 and say,
Oh, don't even
Shout
talk-
out every
anything over
powerlifter.
Don't even
5.
talk
Stop.
about it.
Anything
Stop.
over 5 is
Stop.
cardio.
Don't even talk
it's
about it.
lame. It's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
It
That's the
sucks.
fucking. That's the
Shut
word.
up.
sucks.
If you want
And
real
if you think
cardio,
it's cardio, come on down.
dance with some Buzzolini.
All I can think about when you're saying that is, do you remember those ads on TV? We would have been like 15, or we would have been like 15, but you were probably a bit younger. And it was like a rug store, and it was like rugs.
I remember, yeah.
Rugs. Come down to Jeff Shed, rugs for sale. That's
We are going out of business.
Yeah.
Come on down. Rugs.
Rugs.
Frank, what was the Frank from Tiled?
Frank Walker from National Tiles.
National Tiles.
I remember Robbie Mortarolo's dad was in direct competition with Frank Water. That was like his like. They were like the two heavies
the
of
heavies.
tile importers.
The heavies.
Shout out Rob Mortarola. He won't be listening to this, but we love
He
Robbie.
might, no.
You reckon?
Robbie's a sneaky. He comes up to me. He's, how's Liz Craven going? He literally like he follows and he loves Instagram and he goes into like little rabbit holes and he'll know like Sebastian Ored.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
who's
mate.
another one?
He knows who they are.
Another one that would surprise
Doesn't
you.
lift, but knows who they
Wilco
are.
knows everything about everything
Yeah.
in the lifting
Yeah,
space. Wilco.
Wilco.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
Wilco's
heaps.
big time.
He just
Heaps.
like he trains like twice a week, but knows all the happenings of powerlifting, strength sports.
Wilco-
He's in it.
He knows the.
Wilco is a special. He's
He loves it.
a legend.
He messaged me
He's-
this morning.
He came yesterday, bought a shirt.
No, he came yesterday, but he messaged me
He
to,
looked
to
fucked.
Yeah,
He's like,
he's
man,
right.
I've been swamped at work.
He's got the baby.
He just looked tired.
He messaged me to see how it finished up. And that's one thing, Wilco, again, he'll come down, support.
Just in case you haven't put the dots together, Wilco was the guy that owned the factory with the
rolling.
squatter.
They were going to sort out.
All right, we're wrapping this up. Thank you very much because this will be the last piece of content that goes out for the year. Thank you very much for an awesome 12 months from our end. Hopefully yours found some light towards the end after all those lockdowns. And we look forward to 2022. There's a couple of exciting things that we do have planned, and we can't wait to share it with everybody. And thank you, boys. There's.
We're gonna get hard.
Thanks for a winner.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
And thank you to Donnie.
Thank you, Donnie.
Happy holidays.
Donnie B.
Happy
Donnie B
holidays.
is the oxygen that's
Happy
thriving.
non-specific
Happy holidays.
Christmas
And-
greetings.
Yeah. Done.
Holiday greetings.
And Charlie, what is it? If it's
No.
Take it easy?
It's a 2-part. Take it easy. If you
gonna-
find it easy,
Take it twice.
take it to us, done.
Cock.